Hello and welcome, I'm CS20 and this is the return of Monday Live. Wonderful, isn't it? Anyways, as you can see by the thumbnail of this particular live stream, you know exactly what we're gonna get into. It involves big old vehicles. And hopefully a flat 6 that wants to play nicely. Because, I've tested this particular vehicle in a previous iteration and it didn't end well because apparently this engine creates so much torque and horsepower that it blew every single parameter out of proportion. Now by every parameter I mean everything that you can think of. But anyways, so this is the SUV body we're going to be using. And we're gonna make it out of carbon fiber because I'm crazy like that. Of course we're gonna have a front engined machine looking beautiful so far, and hopefully it will play nicely once we build it completely and go test it in BeamNG. So here's our engine options. We have a lot of them. So I'm thinking we can try and use this thing. I had to go and detune this particular engine because the reliability needs to be of a certain degree, and I know some people have told me that reliability doesn't really matter in this game too much, but I have checked it out and it does matter actually, and it matters a lot whenever you put these engines in vehicles. So it's not 5,000 horsepower capable anymore. But 4,600 is still more than enough to move a hopefully pretty light chassis like this. It doesn't weigh more than a boat weighs, if that makes sense. Now, I have no idea what we're going to be running into for issues here, because sometimes these things just do not like to play nicely. So I'm just going to have to fix everything here, like that and that. They already started with the issues, so the reliability on the gearbox is lower than it needs to be, because apparently now we have gearbox torque, which is an issue. Apparently. I'm gonna see whether or not I can't move a lot of the power to the back, because this thing is gonna try and spin all the wheels at once and send it to the moon. So I'm gonna try and figure that out. And also we're gonna be using, I think we're gonna be using sport tires for this. And also we need to make those fenders a lot wider. We need some tires on this thing. There we go, beautiful. Now we should, yeah, there we go, beautiful. Now we can make these things as wide as possible. Imagine that, driving an SUV like this, well over 4,000 horsepower, well over 400 kilometers an hour, capable. It's probably going to be very expensive as well. If I had to think of a particular price for this thing, I'm guessing around $1.5 million for this thing. That is US dollars, by the way. But we will have to see. So far it is looking good with cooling all sorted. We need to still add the grills and things, but that will come later. I'm also gonna add third row seating in the rear. I'm gonna do solid seating in the front. So we have a lot of seats. A lot of seats I can have a lot of passengers being scared to their next life, so to speak. Because I don't think this thing is going to be safe or light. Those are the two things I don't think it's going to be. Before weight optimization, we have 2.863 ton, or 2,863 kilos. That's a lot. Let's see when we lighten it, how much do we lighten it by? Yeah, it's not a lot. It still weighs 2.6 tons, so that's still very, very heavy for an SUV. It's mid-pack weight. Okay, so I fixed the gearbox issue now by having everything selected that we need. I'm also gonna run it in a lower configuration like that, which I absolutely love. That looks awesome. Now let's get all of our body moldings on, and that includes lights, front and rear, that includes all the rest of everything from rear bumper to front bumper, including our wheel and tire setup, which I'm gonna get into first. Since I'm here, I can might as well get into it. I'm also gonna make those tires a little bit larger radius. And also, I am thinking of doing a video on how turbos function, like the different startings of turbos. So I'm quickly gonna go back here and just talk a little bit about the video, but yes. So the video is gonna consist of why turbos we have, well, let me put this way. Why we have the type of turbos we have, like single turbo, twin turbo, and then the geometries of the rear housing. Now, one thing we do not have here right now is the last one, which I would love to work with, which is twin scroll setup. It's my favorite, it works the best in my honest opinion. And I'm also gonna get into why this particular number and what A/R is supposed to stand for, which is area over radius ratio. Also, that is a video coming really soon. But yeah, do let me know if that is a video you would like to see, and also if it is entertaining. So that's just my question. But anyways, let's get back to building this thing. So for lights, I think I'm gonna go something like this, I think. Yeah, that doesn't look perfect, but yeah, let's do that a little bit. We'll make it a little wider. Make it set a little lower. That's starting to look good. Now let's see. All this is selected. Okay, that is all selected. This is gonna be one stupid car. But I'm here for it. I love the stupidity. Let's use, yeah, there we go. Okay, we do something like that. Perfect. Oh, that's starting to look good, I think. So let's use these ones. I'm probably gonna have to run a splitter too because of all the power. So I think that looks good so far. It looks like a big bulky generic SUV you would get in the States. So let's next do door handles. But what type? Oh, those look good. Okay, I'll do some of those. Let's make this thing suicide doors. Perfect. There we go. Also, yes, to give it more a premium look, and those are not the same door handles. No, I shall not use you. I shall use you. Let's just see if I can't reverse them like that. Perfect. Yeah, okay, I can work with that. That looks actually quite good. Now let's add mirrors, and I'm gonna go with these, I think. No, let's not do that. Let's do these. These always fit pretty much any vehicle I've built in the past. A little bigger. Yeah, there we go. So I'm next gonna move to the rear. I think I'm gonna have to do some custom lights in the back, I think. Let's see, do I have the preferred light type I like to use? These are close, but let's see what they look like. Ooh, I might actually use those. Those look good. Pretty interesting. Now I'm curious what the top speed of this thing's gonna be, because it's all-wheel drive, it makes 4,600 horsepower or something like that. It is a very very heavy vehicle, it's 2.6 ton with the light body mods that I've done. So next I think I'm gonna do the front and rear duck pull. I'm just gonna put a duck pull on the rear. Not much of one, but someone... no, I don't like those. They suck. Ooh, I can do that. How good it's gonna look. Ooh. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Well, actually, that might Yeah, okay, let's go with that. I'm gonna use that. Now for the front, I'm gonna do what I always do, which is exaggeratingly big spoiler. Or in this case, front lip, which I just can find it. Stupid. Let's use there it is. Beautiful. Let's use that one. Oh, this is gonna be so freaking ridiculous. Oh, I can already see the ridiculousness from here. Okay, yeah. This thing is already... What am I doing? I love it. I absolutely love this thing now. Just make that a little... Yeah, okay. Little door. Little higher. There we go. Beautiful. It has a proper chin now. Beautiful. Awesome. I like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna do obnoxious rear. The whole rear is gonna be very obnoxious because race issue. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be one wacky car. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to use the rear of this vehicle, the boot, whichever way you like to say it. It's not gonna be able to be used in this particular configuration. I think I'm gonna do a more square setup, just so I can have somewhat of a usable rear area. Those ones aren't too terrible, but I think I like that. Yes, I love it. Now let's do wheels and tires while we're at it. So I think, because wheels are so important to me, I think these, to give it more elegant feel, make it look more expensive than it actually is. Which is coming from a vehicle that has already way too much money. Yes, there we go. Do I like that? No. I don't. I'm starting to hate that now. Yes. Beautiful. The exhaust I'm also gonna make obnoxious. I like an obnoxious vehicle. I think these might work. Or those. Yeah. After I'm done building this video, I'm gonna take building this video. Where's my head gone? Out of the window, I see. Anyways, after I'm done building this particular vehicle, I'm gonna move over to BeamNG and test this thing to see the top speed of it, and also, well, what crazy shenanigans I can get up to in Beam with this car, because this is already looking way crazier than I ever expected it to be. Also just gonna add a number plate, because I don't think this thing is ever gonna be used as a vehicle that needs to be on the road at all, because why would you drive 4,600 horsepower SUV on the street? Why would you drive something like this? But I also love the look of it. It looks good in my opinion. Enough rambling. We're almost done building it. I just need to add a full gap. Because this thing is gonna be thirst to the E. Thirsty. There we go, beautiful. So let's go see what this thing will cost. Okay, so we weigh... Wait, where's my weight? Okay. Not terrible, 2.6 ton, okay. We have a power to weight of 1.15. I'm saying it now. It's another vehicle that can beat the Koenigsegg. I think it's the 1.1. For every kilo there is 1 kilowatt of power. This thing has the same issue. But this has 1.1 instead of just 1. But let's see what the cost is. Oof, 1.5 million, like I said. Yeah, I'm pretty good at guessing money for this thing. This is wacky. Very wacky. But also, look how much fuel it consumes for every kilometer, for every 100 kilometers. 6.8, 68.7, excuse me, liters per 100 k's. That is worse than some of the big semi trucks. That is terrible actually, but That's the sacrifice of speed. Anyway, I need to see what top speed. Okay, so rated top speed is 512 kilometers an hour. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is crazy. To go that quick in an SUV, that's not really meant to do this types of top speed. But why not? That's what I say, is why not? Why not the top speed of an absolute insane machine? So next we're gonna go over and paint this thing. I think I am gonna make this thing a different color than I'm used to. Sometimes I like painting cars crazy colors. Ooh. Yes, the green is what I like. Yeah, there we go. You see no flake? I have found the color I need to make this thing. It needs to be a highlighter green. Okay, this is awesome. Also just gonna make the center of the wheels a different color. I do not know what yet. I think a chrome black would be good. Just to throw some contrast in there. Chrome, there we go, beautiful. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Also just gonna do the lip of the wheel, the exterior. So where's that at? I need to find that. Yeah, okay, here we go. So that we can also do a chrome, but a standard chrome color, so it pops a lot more. So that looks good. I think I'm gonna call this thing, of course, the regular name that I always like to call my vehicles, and put it under a single tree. Let's do this thing a, what do I like to call it? Let's call this thing a GTQ. And this displacement of this engine is how much again? I can't remember. It is 4.2. Oh, 4.42. We'll add that to the name. There we go, beautiful. That's what I'll call this thing, so let's export it and move over to Beam if Beam is open. I hope. Yes, Beam is open. Okay, cool. So I will transition you guys over to Beam once Beam has sorted itself out. Because unfortunately sometimes Beam doesn't play nicely. Wow, that thing is bright. My goodness. Let's just do that. Also gonna turn on Unbreakable because sometimes these things tend to, put it nicely, explode. They sometimes want to enter orbit because why not? I like this SUV. This thing is crazy, but I like it. So, while we're waiting for the export to happen, how is the live stream so far? I do hope the audio quality is good. I think it is good. According to my side of things, it's good. So do let me know. While I just quickly set up BeamNG in the background, while we wait for the vehicle to export. So I think we're gonna go to the grid map. My favorite place to go and test any new vehicle that I've built, or any new vehicle that I've found. And also do want to ask, would you guys like to see more BeamNG content? Meaning videos of BeamNG, like the type of engines and cars and things I like to build. As I know I had a comment on, I think it was, what video was this? There's a few videos ago, I think one of the F1 videos, more recent stuff. There's a comment that said I need to go and put one of these engines that I build in one of the BeamNG cars. So I am looking into that. I have not forgotten. I was busy with other videos and things. I was looking into it as well. So that's what I've been up to lately. And it's been quite a journey to see how that is done. Because it is a mess, a right old mess. So yeah, I'm gonna transfer you guys over to BeamNG right about now. And the stream should be switching over, I think. If BeamNG is working, I think it is. So let's just confirm that really quickly. Okay, so I'm just quickly transfer you guys back to automation while I close automation real quick. Then I will transfer you guys back to Beam once it has, well, sorted itself out. Let's go over here. Let's see. Is BeamNG wanting to play nicely? I think it does. Okay. So the stream is still gonna be up. I am just quickly setting up BeamNG real quick. It is being a pain in the rear. So what I will be doing... Oh, now it has decided to work. Okay, cool. Let's show the rear. Come on. There we go. I think Beam just loaded. Awesome. So once again, I do apologize for the black screen. If you're still seeing the black screen, I do apologize. This has only been a handful of streams I've done, so I do apologize in advance. But yeah, let's get into the crazy. So I'm just quickly searching for our SUV here, and there it is. There's the beautiful machine with our other creations here. That one was one of my favorite creations, but we'll get into that eventually, I think. But yeah, it's replace current, and let's quickly test this thing. So top speed, I'm thinking what I would recommend this thing would go at 300 miles an hour. That's what I'm thinking. 350 would be nice, but we'll have to see. It's gonna be louder than loud, so I do apologize in advance. Oh wow, okay. It's a good thing I learned from my other mistakes that I put the front splitter on this thing. It's actually not terrible. Wow, this is a lot better than I thought it would be. I'm just going to throw it over to realistic. My turbo's not logging live. That's fine. 292 miles an hour, almost 300 miles an hour with the first get-go. Wow, okay, that's pretty interesting. Oh my goodness, this thing is actually decently stable. Wow. I really did not expect this. Holy crap. This thing is stable as could be. My goodness. Also sounds pretty good. Right, well, so this thing has tapped out at 308 miles an hour, which is mind-bogglingly quick. So that's pretty good. Let's see how quickly it will work. It also brakes is pretty good too. Let's just see if I plop it into drive, does it stand still? Yes it does. We need to go take this thing over to drag ship and see what it will do in the quarter mile, if the quarter mile wants to work. As I know we have been having some issues with the quarter mile lately. So yeah, I'm gonna put this thing quickly in line, if it wants to play nicely. Frick. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do a practice tree and let's go. I hope it works, because I've had issues in the past with this particular drag strip on this map. I've had some issues, so let's see if they fix it. Or the game might just close on me, which is also an option. It's an option that I would hate, but it is an option. Okay. Oh, are we working? I think it might actually be working. Pretty cool. Let's see. Or this game might have just frozen on me. Classic BeamNG, I see. Okay, game, can we load please? Okay, so my FPS has not dropped yet. That typically means it's loading, I think. But if it doesn't load in the next like 5 minutes or so, then I will unfortunately have to close the game again. Lovely. Because I have no idea why it does that. So if you have any suggestions of games that you would like to see on the channel, do let me know. Because I like to read comments, and I do like to read live stream comments, because those are always my favorite to read. So yeah, I think my game is done. So I'm gonna have to call it here, I see. So thank you so much for watching. This is a shorter live stream. I've been trying to do longer live streams, but sometimes long live streams take a lot out of my day, and I have a lot of things to do. So like create videos. So yeah, I do appreciate each and every one of you watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.